Welcome to the Fabrico.Design Fashionable Patterns YouTube channel, your space to be your own designer. We create professional sewing patterns and make them available to everyone. Sew with us and create your own style. Today we're cutting and sewing the Miguel pajama shirt. It's a straight-cut shirt with a center button and buttonhole closure, a turn-down collar, and long sleeves. This is a pajama shirt, but we remember that pajama style is currently in fashion, and many brands are creating this type of style looks. Therefore, with this pattern, you can sew either a pajama shirt or a relaxed version of a shirt for summer and leisure. For this sewing project, we'll need sewing patterns, main fabric, we picked boiled cotton, interfacing, buttons, matching color thread, type number 75 needles, and sewing supplies. You can find the sewing patterns for this garment on the /Fabrico.Design website. Let's start cutting. Before cutting, make sure to decate the fabric to prevent it from shrinking while you are sewing. There are two ways to decate the fabric, a light wash or a thorough steam treatment. Fabrics containing more than 50% natural fibers should be washed before sewing as they shrink more. Follow the direction of the grain line as indicated on the sewing patterns. Don't forget to transfer all control marks. The allowances are already included in the patterns. You don't need to add anything. After cutting, make sure to check the number of pieces according to the sewing pattern specifications. Here's what you should have: one back cut-on fold piece, two front pieces, and two front-facing pieces. Interface the front-facing pieces completely. One collar cut-on fold piece, two sleeve pieces, one pocket piece, one pocket placket piece. Interface partially half of the collar and the entire pocket placket. When cutting pieces from striped fabric, in our case, the stripe runs along the grain line. Do not let it deviate from the grain line direction. The grain line direction is indicated by arrows in the sewing patterns. Paired pieces are cut symmetrically. For this garment, we used pure boiled cotton, but you can also use poplin, satin, warm cotton, flannel, muslin, pure linen, blended linen such as viscose to prevent wrinkling, and various silks. We begin sewing the shirt by preparing the patch pocket with a placket. Here are the pocket pieces. Place pocket placket face down on the wrong side, aligning the pocket entrance edges, and machine stitch with a 1 centimeter or 3/8 inches seam width. Direct the seam allowances toward the pocket and top stitch 1 millimeter or 1/16 inches along the wrong side of the pocket. Fold the placket over to the right side and iron press the seam. We've created a small edging from the placket pieces. Press the bottom edge of the placket inside out by 1 centimeter or 3/8 inches. Top stitch with a 1 millimeter or 1/16 inches seam allowance from the fold. Iron press, right side view, wrong side view. Check the placket width for symmetry. Iron press the side and bottom seam allowances inside out by 1 centimeter or 3/8 inches. On the left front piece, mark the pocket location on the pattern on the right side and place the prepared pocket against this mark. And machine stitch it, making decorative bar tacks along the top. This is how we top stitched the pocket and pressed it. Right side view. wrong side view. Prepare the shoulder seams. To do this, place the two front pieces on the back piece, face to face, stitch the shoulder seams, overcast the seam allowances, and iron press the seams onto the back piece. Wrong side view and right side view. On the two front-facing pieces, overcast the shoulder and shaped edges. Stitch the front-facing line. To do this, fold the front facing onto the front piece, right sides together, aligning the notches. Find the notch of the lapel fall and machine stitch from the notch of the lapel fall along the facing to the hem. This way we've stitched the entire length. Now we'll cut a corner to avoid adding thickness. And turn it right side out. Straighten it. And iron press the edge of the front facing. To ensure a crisp and even edge, you can first press the seam apart, like this, and then press it together. We do the same with the other side. This is how we press the edge of the lapel. Same on the other side. We do everything symmetrically. Top stitch along the lapel 1 mm or 1/16 inches from the front-facing seam. From the notch of the lapel, fold to the hem. Now we move on to preparing the collar. Iron press the collar lengthwise and in half along the fold line with the wrong side facing in. Like this. Backstitched folded part will be the upper collar, and the unfolded part will be the undercollar. Iron press the neckline allowance at the top of the folded part, 1 centimeter or 3/8 inches from notch to notch in the center. Fold the collar right sides together and stitch the short sides. On one side, leave 1 centimeter or 3/8 inches short of the edge. Do the same on the other side. This is how we stitch the collar ends. Now we cut out the corners and turn it right side out. Straighten it. And iron press it. Check the collar for symmetry. Our collar blank is ready. Sew the lower part of the collar into the neckline. To do this, take the collar and fold the pieces right sides together. Align the notches. and machine stitch along the entire length. This is how we sewed in the lower part of the collar. Now sew the front facing to the upper collar up to the shoulder notches. Same on one side and the other. This is how we sewed the front facing. Notch both collars at the shoulder seams and connect the front neckline allowances with a machine stitch, on one side and on the other. This is how we sewed the front neckline allowances together, on one side and on the other. Turn right side out and point the seam allowances downwards. Next, we need to stitch the pressed seam allowance of the upper collar to the seam where the under collar is attached. To do this, fold the pressed seam allowance to the wrong side. We point the back neckline allowance toward the collar and place the pressed edge along the seam line. And secure with a machine stitch from one shoulder seam to the other. This is how we've stitched. And ironed the entire collar. We secure the front facing along the shoulder seam. To do this, we place the shoulder seam of the front facing against the shoulder seam of the shirt. You can pin it in place. And we stitch on both sides. We stitched only along the shoulder seam allowance. Now we move on to preparing the sleeves. We'll finish the bottom of the sleeve with a closed hem. To do this, we iron press the sleeve hem by 1 centimeter or 3/8 inches and 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch along the notches to the wrong side. We set the sleeve into the open armhole. To do this, we fold the sleeve cap over the shirt armhole, right sides together. We connect all the notches. We distribute the rise evenly around the sleeve cap. We set the sleeve in on a sewing machine along the entire length, overcast the seam allowances, and iron press it onto the shirt. Set in sleeve, view from the wrong side, and view from the right side. One sleeve and the second sleeve. We fold the shirt right sides together and stitch the bottom seam of the sleeve and the side seam together with one stitch. Side seam, view from the wrong side and view from the right side. Stitch along the edge of the pressed hem allowance and press. Back and front views. Next, we'll move on to the hem. Iron the bottom of the shirt 1 centimeter, or 3/8 inches, and 2.5 centimeters, or 1 inch, along the notches facing the back, along the entire length. Overcast the bottom corner of the lapels with front facing. To do this, fold them along the lapels and pin them. And machine stitch along the hemline. You can stitch it along the pressed line. This is how we stitch the hem. You can cut out a corner to avoid thickness. Straighten them. And iron press the hem. Top stitch along the edge of the pressed seam allowance, starting at the edge of the lap along the entire length and finishing at the edge of the other lap. According to the sewing pattern, to mark the area of the buttonholes along the lap line on the left side and sew them on, and sew the buttons on the right side. Iron press the finished shirt, and our Miguel shirt is ready to be worn. Thank you for sewing with us. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new models. You can find all our patterns and sewing masterclasses on our website. The link is under this video.